Evening, everybody. Icy here. I just heard some stuff in the news I thought I would talk about with everybody because it's interesting. There is currently a proposal in Washington, D.C. to have women, probably starting at age 18, have to register for the draft. And what does that mean? It means that Selective Service. It means that you register to go active duty in the event that the United States goes to war and you get called up and have to go. That means you have no choice. You will serve in the military for whatever length of time the draft requires of you. And if you're lucky, you'll get to pick what branch of service you're in. But other than that, no. You're going to do what they tell you to do and live with it. Now, looking at it as a two-way street. On the bad side, no normal man wants to see women fighting and putting their lives on the line when that's what a man generally does. A man fights to protect his family, fights to protect his home, fights to protect his country. That's what men do. Also, women, they give birth to children. They carry on what they call progeny. So, a normal man does not want that to happen. He doesn't want to see women being placed in danger just because of political posturing in the capital of the country. Now, on the opposite side of this coin, we have these progressive women that over the last few years have been demanding more and more equality. They want equality in everything, equality in pay, equality in jobs, equality in influence. And you're also having to deal with all these woke, transgenders, gays, whatever. So it just adds to the mix and the confusion, especially in the military, because as of right now, they're starting to allow transgenders to be in the military. You're allowing persons that used to be male to pretend to be female, wearing dresses and stuff, and they're officers. And then this is why the military is currently hurting for recruitment goals, because normal people, since it's volunteer, do not want to be serving under the control of an egomaniac his brain is warped and he thinks he's a girl, or vice versa. So that's what's going on in that regards. So the vast majority of the Democrats, is what I've been told, and there are some Republicans that are what they call warmongers. They want to see a war because if the United States goes to war, it's a boost for the economy. It's also a way of reducing the nation's population because everybody's out fighting. Everybody's out maybe dying. And then they can start implementing their little plans, for complete takeover of the United States into a one-party system, namely communism, socialism. Excuse me. And 20 million illegals coming into this country, the vast majority of them military age men. So what would the Democrats do? Because they're the ones that open up this border. They're going to turn around and say, well, we're going to do the draft. You're now having to serve for 3 years in the military, and that is your path to citizenship for these illegals. And that's what's probably going to happen. This is the game that they're going to play. Unfortunately, we are aware of what's going on. As to whether or not it can be prevented, that remains to be seen. If they implement the draft in regards to women, they are not going to be very happy. These progressive young ladies that worry about their looks and their nails and all that, that's going to disappear. You're going to have a military style haircut. You're going to wear military approved glasses. You're going to wear military approved clothing, including underwear. And you're going to do what you're told. Otherwise, you're going to face the consequences. There is no, I don't feel like it, because when I was in, you get your butt handed to you. You go out behind what they call a connex, which you would call a storage shed. And if you had an argument with your superior, he'd take you out there and you'd have a little discussion. And the person who walks back out from behind was the one who won the discussion. Generally, your supervisor, because they're trained. You're not. But it's a good wake-up call. You learn how to deal with different aspects of adversity, and you also learn to keep your mouth shut and quit complaining about everything, because it's going to get, your butt's going to get handed to you on a plate, big time. All right, so that's what's going on, everybody. I just wanted to point this out. We have other issues going on. President Biden walking around, looking like a zombie. And the most recent one was Barack Obama sitting there guiding him like a lap dog, or dog for a blind person. But that's what's going on. I fully believe that Biden's 3 years, 4 years in office has been really Obama's third term, because somebody's doing all the speaking for this guy. He's out there in la la land, and he truly is not running this country. And I think that's what everybody's afraid of right now, because they know Trump's going to win. Whether he goes to jail or not, still, he's going to win. And this country is going to do a complete reversal. I've already spoken to President Trump in regards to this issue, on how to handle the massive deportation of all these illegals. And that is, you will utilize the U.S. Navy Gator Fleet. Gator Fleet are the ones that transport the troops. You can hold up to 4,000 or 5,000 people on just one ship. You put them there under guard. You take them to the South America, and you just drop them off on the side of the beach. You don't even need to go to port. You just sit there and lower the stern gate on those LHAs, LPDs, LSTs. You just lower it and let them walk off on their own, under guard, so that they don't try to come back. But let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting. I see out.